right, so here we are at Shoreline Vintage Antiques for their second holiday event where it's dealers outside, vendors inside having sales, all kinds of cool stuff. We love old school Christmas stuff here, so let's go see what kind of cool stuff we can find. And we brought Snackula to the event to meet Santa Claus.
It's Santa, you work for him.
Coat like it? Does your dog like his coat?
Come say hi to Santa. Come here.
Our puppy hates his fur coat. Hello there.
She's hit or miss.
We had a little black Chihuahua dog just like that one time.
Oh.
So here we are at the Shoreline Vintage Holiday Market, and of course, Michael Myers, because you can't have a holiday without Michael Myers.
He's just always around.
Yeah, and this event, I had heard about it and decided to check it out because I love Shoreline. It's a great shop, and you never know what kind of cool stuff you can find. I hadn't gone to the first one, so I had no idea what to expect walking into this, and it was pretty cool. There were vendors set up outside. It was a little cold, but the vendors still showed up, and they were outside and had lots of cool stuff. And then, of course, inside the vendors were having sales, and that Santa is amazing.
Yes, that was really cool to see. There was a lot of really good Christmas blow molds, as well as other holidays here as well. But I love seeing the ornaments, too.
Now, along with vintage monsters, of course, we love vintage Christmas, vintage Halloween. So anytime there's an event like this, we got to go. And you find drag deals like these.
It's always great to see blow molds. And the Jetsons, you don't see them often enough, I feel like.
Those blow molds were 2 for $30. I could not say no at that price. That's crazy. It was a great drag deal. That's the first press of that Jetsons record. I found that record actually recently at a flea market we went to. But that's the one right here that you're looking at. That's the original first press from the 60s. Much tougher to find than the later 70s reissue of that record.
Oh.
So, little tidbit on the Jetsons.
You rarely see the boxed blow molds.
Yeah, boxes you never see.
Cookie cutters. I love seeing cookie cutters. It's only a matter of time before I start collecting those.
You had picked up one of Dracula.
Yes, I do have a Dracula one, but I think it's going to be time. Maybe by next Christmas, I'll be collecting the Christmas ones.
Oh, no.
So you have that to look forward to.
No. There we go, down the rabbit hole. So lots of neat stuff here to check out before we go inside.
Yeah. And it's cool because even though a lot of this stuff is not necessarily as far back as we like to go with the mid-century Christmas stuff, there's still a lot of nostalgia in a lot of these things. So it's important to really look through all of it.
The thing is, too, is I remember a lot of stuff that my mom had, like those little kissing ones right there. The little salt and pepper shakers.
Hi, baby.
I should see her over this table because there's cookies.
Ah!
Look, watch. It's funny. What's over here, Boo? Show Papa.
What is it?
Up here? Is it cookies? You want a cookie? Let's get a cookie. Those are so cute. Look at all
Do you want a cookie?
I love them.
Do you want a cookie? Okay.
Which one do you want? You want reindeer soup? How about we get a little Santa? Since you just met Santa, how about a Santa cookie?
All right, Santa cookie.
Let's do a Santa cookie. We'll get this one. I think I have this. See? You're going to get a bite in the car. You're going to split this with Mama, okay?
Now, Snackula wasn't a big fan of that cookie, actually.
No, which you will see later in this episode. A lot of excitement over nothing, but I thought the cookie was good.
Those cats were great. Those early die-cut cats were great. And, of course, the classic aluminum Christmas tree that just screams 50s.
Oh, yeah, I love seeing those. And these are cute little handmade little candelabra thingies.
I'd probably get one of those trees if I found a pink one. It would have
absolutely.
to be the pink aluminum would be the one that...
We will have a pink aluminum tree at some point.
These are cool.
Yeah, I love seeing all the little... What are those, like the little sun catcher thingies?
Oh,
I think so.
yeah.
I think that's what those are.
So we're here at Shoreline Antiques for their second annual holiday market. As you can see going on here, fantastic Christmassy Vent, Snackula met Santa Claus, which was important, and got a Christmas cookie. So now we're gonna see if we can go find some Christmas stuff for us. Let's go inside because it's cold. Snackula.
Ah, cool. How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, that's cool.
Shoreline Antiques hosts a toy show twice a year that brings out all kinds of great vendors because it's actually free to vend, which is amazing. So a lot of times you get like different vendors that don't normally do toy shows, it's just people looking to clear out their collections and stuff. So it's definitely worth checking out the shows that they have there. They're really cool shows. And once you step inside, it's literally like a toy store. There's enough stuff here to fill a vintage toy store.
Oh, definitely. From floor to ceiling, as you're seeing here, there's just crazy stuff everywhere you look. And you could spend all day in here looking around and probably still not see everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's definitely a lot of stuff. A lot of toy dealers have shops or, I guess, booths in here. And so it's like a co-op situation. Lots of cool stuff. So, like you're seeing.
Yeah. And there's some other, vintage antique stuff there as well. So no matter what you're into, there is a lot, but there's a very heavy toy influence here in this store. So if you're collectors like us, this is definitely a must stop.
Now, this is Frank's booth here.
Yes.
I've known Frank for a long time. Frank used to host the It's a Toy Store toy shows that used to be amazing. It was an incredible shop that he had, and the toy shows were like next level. Brought out all the heavy hitters like Rob Bruce at the time and all the heavy guys, and then of course the local guys, and he started an amazing event, and it still goes on because he still has them here, so it's great. This is a great shop run by great people, and lots of cool stuff. Look, tiger sharks. You never see tiger sharks.
You really don't.
Or one tiger shark.
Shark. Oh,
it slipped out.
the New England coming out.
Oh, what's the matter for
Kiwi,
you? Yep.
Kiss.
Shock.
Shock. It's a shock. I never know if you're talking about shock or if you're just New Englanding.
It's only once in a while. I am Italian after all.
This is true.
There's Castle Grayskull on the box. That Masters
awesome.
of the Universe store display is very rare. In great condition, too.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff. You really got to just walk around looking all over because there's incredible stuff everywhere.
And especially once you get to the glass cases, then there's like all the cool stuff. And the monster stuff, which of course we love the most here.
Yes, but the cool thing is we always like seeing vintage Batman, cool old superhero stuff, and of course Migos.
Yeah. Any good case is going to have a bunch of Migos in it. But there's a lot of cool little stuff in here.
Yeah.
There's a Drac deal that we just went by.
There is.
There is.
Oh, you'll see it in post. Actually, it's coming up. There it is.
There it is. There's a Drac deal. Yeah, tough to find that
getting to
bad
it.
girl. Tough to find it. And a Spider-Man with a Chowar price tag. Why I zoomed in on this was because this is how I got my Spider-Man and Hulk figures were when Child World cleared out their clearance and sent it over to a place called Kidstown that used to be in Attleboro, Massachusetts. They marked things down to a ridiculous price. And I got my Spider-Man and Hulk probably 10, 15 years after they were released for two for $1. Since they were 50 cents a piece, my dad said, hey, you can get both of them.
We need a time machine.
So I got Spider-Man and Hulk for $1 from Kidstown. But they had those Child World tags on them with the Canadian cards. So those were around for a long time.
That's cool.
You could get those for a long, long time after they were clearanced out. So you're seeing lots of cool stuff in this case. Frank's always got a great selection of vintage toys. I don't know how he does it. Well, I kind of know how he does it, but I can't give away his trade secrets. But he's a professional.
Yes.
And he's always got a great selection of stuff at good prices too. And that's one thing about this shop that I got to give a shout out to is the prices are very fair on a lot of stuff, which is rare. A lot of times things can be way overpriced, but in this shop, things are priced accordingly. It's not
Fair pricing.
It's fair pricing, and some deals to be had. So, Great shop to check out.
Yes, we did pick up a couple things this day anyway.
Today, too.
Today too.
Carded Dino Riders. Lots of carded stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of great stuff. We sound like we're repeating ourselves.
I know. You guys are probably used to hearing us say many of these phrases and have probably turned it into a drinking game by now.
Yeah.
But I love seeing Ninja Turtles, so those are always cool to see. I grew up collecting them very heavily.
There's a Silverhawk.
Yes.
You don't see Silverhawks too often anymore.
No, you just see the one.
Just one. Along with
Or
the one tiger shark.
They get together when the shop closes like Toy Story.
This is still, I believe this is still Frank's section here.
Yeah, because it's right on the other side of that
So,
big wall that we had just shown you guys.
You've been in this section for a while now.
Yes. Well, there's so much to see, and I'm sure we still didn't get everything. That Hires clock is cool, too.
Yeah.
Any root beer memorabilia is really cool to see.
Yeah, old advertising is a great thing,
Mm.
you know. Oh, there's that little ET. I'm just seeing that now, the ET pal.
I know, that's one of the cool things about going back through and watching these and doing our commentary. Sometimes we see stuff we didn't notice at first.
Most of the time we do that.
Yeah, we do that a lot. And then we're like, oh, I should have bought that.
That's tough to find, though, that Classics Illustrated rack like
Yeah.
that. Those are the, you know, like you do see the other comic racks, but that Classics Illustrated one, that's actually the first time I've ever seen one of those. I've seen the comic racks, and those are expensive. I've seen them a lot. But for some reason, that's the first time I'd ever seen a Classics Illustrated rack.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's probably really rare.
Oh, I'm sure.
So what we're doing here is just kind of showing an overview. A lot of you guys say, when we meet you at different shows, say, oh, there was something I really wanted to see on that rack, but you didn't stay on it long enough. So I'm going to try to do that a little bit more so you can kind of get more of an overview of everything that's on here in case there's something particular you want to hit the pause button on. You can actually see it. Because I usually just zoom in on the monsters and the classic stuff, but I know that there's people who like to see everything. So there you go. If you want Ninja Turtle bowls, there's your Ninja Turtle bowls.
I remember eating Cookie Crisp out of them for some reason. Like, that's the cereal that comes to mind when I see them. How about you?
The Cookie Crisp. Yeah, my brother, he loved those Ninja Turtle bowls. He'd put everything in there. Snacks, cereal, probably who knows what. He probably still eats out of those bowls if I had to guess. You know.
It's good to keep it alive.
Yeah. He's got the nostalgia bug big time for the stuff that he grew up with. See, I don't have the nostalgia stuff for the stuff I grew up. It's everything I'm into is from way before my time, but my brother is like, he's dead set on everything that he liked as a kid and stuff that I like too. The lines get blurred a little bit with him.
That's a cool lunchbox.
It is great.
I've
Monster
never
in
seen
My
that.
Pocket. By this point, there were no more metal lunch boxes, so you couldn't,
I
whack
never had a
someone in the
mental
face.
lunchbox.
No, you're too young for that. You don't know about that, you youngin'. You don't know nothing.
I think I had like a Power Rangers one. I think that might have been my first one.
Little robots.
I know. I love seeing robots.
The Roger Rabbit thing's great. That reminds me of, I remember when Benny the Cab was like, I don't know if it was banned or pulled or something. My dad was collecting the Roger Rabbit things, and then he had got Benny the Cab and gave it to us for Christmas one year and then took it back.
He's
That's
like,
right.
You unwrapped it and he took it back. He's like, Santa meant for that for to be to me. So, yeah, it's mine now.
Now, he'll deny this, but I have it on videotape, so I got video evidence. So shout out to my dad who's probably watching this episode right now, and if he denies
well,
it,
you'll know when
I got
he's
the
watching
video.
it because he's going to call you right away and be like, that never happened.
It totally happened. He still has that Benny the Cab in his closet somewhere.
He'll be like,
Don't
Santa
deny
brought
it.
that for me.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I was a good boy that year. He brought it for me.
That was a cool thing. I like Jessica Rabbit the best anyway. I don't give a shit about Benny the Cab.
Yeah, especially, yeah.
Remember those things, couch potatoes?
Yeah, was that one, like, clothes not fitting well? Like, I don't know what part of the potato I just saw.
Popples.
I liked Popples. They were cute.
Yeah, Rockstar Popples. I had one of those when I was a little kid.
They are adorable.
I think my cousin gave that to me or something. No, I don't remember getting that myself, yeah. There's Electra Woman. She was just at Chiller.
Oh, yeah.
Deidre Hall was just at Chiller Theater. And Dinah Girl was also there.
That would have been a cool thing
is
to
a
get signed if you're a
crazy lady.
fan.
Yeah. That was a cool show. The Croft stuff was great. I didn't grow up with it. It's from way before my time, but I've watched like DVDs of those shows, and they're fun. The Croft stuff was great. My mom loved a lot of the Croft stuff, HR Puffin stuff, and all that.
They're really creative.
Those are not all original Devastators over there, by the way. That's not 5 original Devastator box sets. Those are the repro.
Old store stock.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Those are the reproduction ones. The thing with the Transformers now, though, is like, my God, there's just super close knockoffs of all of that stuff. So it's like, I can't even imagine collecting that anymore.
It's too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't chance it. But
That's cute. I remember the little TV trays. Get little kids' cuisines on them.
oh, yeah.
Watch, like, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I know. Good
The
times.
good old days.
Good times. It's weird how there was only one girl Smurf, though.
I know. She must have
I'm just saying. It's kind of a weird thing.
had, like, 7 locks on her door. Leave me alone.
Up. Who's this?
It's your dad. There are so many plush in this world made of your father, and I didn't even realize it until we really started going to antique stores really often. There's like a billion of them.
He's everywhere. He's absolutely everywhere at all times.
And so are trolls, but it's cool because these ones are Halloween ones.
Yeah, no, you don't normally see the Halloween ones. Those are pretty cool. And then what do we see there? It is. It's an Aurora Dracula.
He looks like he needs a nap, though.
Yeah, he's seen things, that Dracula. But still, he is an original. $28. He's a good restoration.
And there's Dracula. Doesn't pass the sniff test.
And Ouija boards are everywhere. No, don't buy them. Stay away from them at all times. That is how you get haunted.
For real.
Right there. So shout out to Tanya. Stop with the Ouija boards. You're going to get haunted. Mr. Show Off. I don't know who that guy was. Looks like my old guitar player there.
I was just going to say you were in a band with him at one point. You beat me to it.
I never saw this Tasty Cake doll before. That's the first time I'd ever seen one of those.
You know what's funny? I've always loved Tasty Cakes, and I never even knew they had a mascot until I saw this.
Yeah, that's the first time I'd ever seen that one. I've seen the Jack Frost. Of course, the Burger King's everywhere. Popeye's interesting, too, is like, how big Popeye used to be, and now it's like, I don't even know if anybody collects Popeye anymore.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I'm
don't
sure
think
there's like a
it's-
few people here and there, but it's just, that like we say all the time, things get generationed out.
Yeah.
It's a shame. Because those are really cool. Those light up blow mold, or the vacuum form things that go on the wall.
Yeah, we've seen some cool ones recently. There was a Tweety Bird, and there was the
Taz.
the
right?
Taz one was pretty interesting. And you don't normally see them, but I think the days of Popeye might have passed us by. But I don't know. You tell me.
Do you collect Popeye?
Are you a Popeye collector? If so, let me know. I'm always curious to know what you guys collect, and I like having discussions with other collectors about stuff. So that's what the comment box is for. So get down there, and I don't know, tell me something good.
Dinosaurs. I used to love that show when I was a kid.
Now the Not the Mama show.
Yeah, I thought that was like the funniest thing.
Yeah.
That was a pretty funny show, though.
Dinosaurs.
That was a good show.
Yeah, it was kind of weird ending though. Didn't they all die at the end or something?
Well,
Isn't
that's
that
kind of how it ended for the dinosaurs. I mean,
I know, but yeah,
how'd you think it was going to end?
I don't know. Maybe they went to outer space or
It's
something.
not The Godfather.
Speaking of which, yeah, I think you just.
Oh, yeah.
It was
The Godfather is a Godfather game in this. But first, Snackula's sniffing things. She's like, why are we in here?
That one used to shoot water. You'd put water in it and
Oh, yeah, that's
shoot
great.
it out.
Here's Magilla, which is how Snackula sees you.
Who's the squirrel?
I don't remember.
Ah, secret squirrel.
Secret Squirrel. I just remember Magilla because he's a
Fraggle
gorilla.
Rock.
I love those toys. I used to remember them. Remember getting those.
Fraggle Rock.
Yeah. I liked Fraggle Rock. Jim Henson did some great stuff.
You must have got some passed down toys too, because that's before your time too.
I know.
Must have
There
got
was
some
just always
passed down
stuff
toys.
around, you
Yeah.
know? And I think, like, my dad would go to, like, a lot of secondhand places and grab stuff for me to play with.
Makes sense.
Then, see, there's the Godfather game.
Now so the reference now makes sense.
Yes. And that was completely random. I forgot about this. I swear.
Now this is Big Dog's toy chest section here. All of this stuff is his section.
Yes. And
So-
you'll see Big Dog here in just a little bit in the episode, giving you a little bit of a tour of his section of the store. But here's a closer look at some of the cool things that he has for sale.
Now, I had already filmed his whole section by that point, so I wasn't going to go back and do it again. So here you go. Here it is. Snake Mountain. What a great place. One of the greatest play sets of all time, in my opinion.
Mm.
Such a cool play set. I mean, you could talk into it and sound like a monster, and it was like the perfect villain play set, and the mouth moved, and just what a cool play
Do you
set.
used to yell like weird stuff into it?
Oh yeah, you sing into it and stuff. Crazy stuff. I had one when I was a little kid.
You should do a whole record where you sing through Snake Mountain.
That's a genius idea.
I think it's great.
I'm sure it'll sell double cardboard. Some old comic books. And this ain't the Munsters, kids. That is not Rob Zombie's Munsters. That's not maybe Rob Zombie's Munsters.
There was a lot of incarnations of the Munsters, but this one you don't want to watch with your family. Trust me.
I've actually seen that.
It's really weird.
It's pretty. Yeah, you don't want to see the Munsters in that way at all.
No, you can't go back.
I love the Munsters, and I did not want to ever see them in that way. So I recommend you don't watch that.
Yeah, I'm gonna highly not recommend that. For your sanity.
Some cool motionettes though. This stand right here's got a lot of great Halloween stuff. Motionettes and different things like that all mixed in. It's a really cool stand.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of cool stuff. I love seeing, I always want to collect that Spooky Town stuff, but that stuff just breaks way too easily.
Yeah, it's too fragile. Great stuff though, but way too fragile.
I know, there's a Dark Ride one.
There's a couple of them.
And it's so tempting, but they're expensive, they break all the time, and it's just not worth all the hassle.
That was pretty cool, the Creature Telco thing. I don't have one of those, but
yeah.
It's a pretty cool piece. That's amazing.
Yeah.
The original Vampirella door poster.
That's a great one.
I had one of those for a while, but I did pass it on to another collector simply because I just don't have the room for it. And it's like, if I'm going to keep something rolled up, then it really has no purpose. If I can't display it, then I pass stuff on to other collectors all the time because if I can't display it, then there's no reason for me to have it.
That's really cool.
That was great.
Yeah, because you put the baking soda in your refrigerator to eliminate smells and stuff like that. But that one, you just dump the baking soda into Frosty, and he keeps your fridge nice and fresh for you. That's so nice of him.
There's a Rosbro Santa. I like those a lot.
Yeah, they're great. I love the Rosbro stuff.
That's cool.
That's cool. Great
Jolly
box artwork.
Santa mugs.
Santa Koosh Ball.
I know.
Remember them?
Yeah, Koosh balls were great.
I know. Why did they get rid of these?
I don't know. We've evolved,
They
I think.
brought such joy to the world.
I don't think
there's so
kids...
much chaos now. There's no Koosh Balls anymore.
I don't think kids would even play with Koosh
They'd be
balls.
ew, what does it do?
Yeah, I just can't see kids today playing with Koosh balls.
It's a Koosh Ball, okay?
Everything's phones and that's it.
I know.
Or VR or whatever y'all kids are into today.
I love seeing a big bucket of pink Christmas decorations.
Yeah, there's some great stuff here. Yeah, the little Rosbro guy's great. I love that tabletop snowman that I'm probably not going to film. Yeah, I didn't film it. Of course not.
Yeah, it's cool, so just don't film it. But the advertising stuff is great. I love seeing that.
I love store displays. That's cool. The 70s Batman helicopter. I think Empire made that.
Oh.
That's a cool piece. Yeah, Empire made that one. And then we've got an Aurora Phantom.
Yes.
That's always cool.
Curious George. I like Curious George.
Do you?
I think so. I used to like those books when I was little. So. I don't remember. It's been a while. So. He's probably not even curious anymore.
I don't know what these are. Yeah, these were great.
I know. I'm kind of glad I didn't see that little blue one. I probably would have wanted it.
The little hippie girl looking one there.
I don't know. Is it like a ghost?
I have no idea.
That's cool.
I don't know what they are. Yeah. Yeah.
I like all the space promo stuff.
Yeah, anything vintage space is cool.
Space Cadet.
Yep, Tom Corbett. Cool piece. I love that.
Never seen it before.
I am getting one of those at some point. I need that cookie jar.
And you'll be putting cookies in it.
I love that thing. It's always crazy expensive though. I don't know what the price on this is, but it's probably $70.
I think it was
$75.
$80.
Yeah, I can't see that being that expensive. You find Christmas stuff around. Christmas stuff is not like Halloween stuff is because everybody decorated for Christmas. Not everybody decorated for Halloween back in the day, but literally everybody decorated for Christmas. So there's tons.
And they saved it.
Yeah, and they saved it, passed it down and stuff. And so there's just tons of Christmas stuff out there. So I wouldn't recommend necessarily going crazy, spending top dollar for stuff, unless it's something that's truly rare. But some of this stuff isn't as rare as a lot of people make it out to be. Just my opinion. You can attack me if you want to, but I think Christmas stuff is a hell of a lot easier to find than a lot of the Halloween stuff. This is the first time I've ever
Definitely.
seen that, though.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that one before. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a cool one. I guess you would just like mount it on the wall and it would be like a little lamp.
Yeah, a little Empire
That's
blow
cute.
mold. Pretty cool.
I just love pumpkins. You can't go wrong with pumpkins.
No. And I love this stuff.
Yeah.
Some of it you do see constantly, and some of it you don't. So I can see, paying up. I mean, of course, there's certain pieces you got to pay up for. But the stuff that's common, not so much. These are neat. Little
Yeah.
noisemakers. I love the artwork on these.
I know, that ghost is really cool. And these are cute. These are always good to see. They're not old, but I like the little treat buckets.
He's neat. There's several versions of that one. Little
Yeah.
Rosboro jack-o'-lantern. There's the one with the wheels, and a couple versions of that.
I know. I know when I first started like picking those up, I found one for $2 at a yard sale, and then I think we like got rid of one of them because we didn't realize, we thought the wheels had broken off.
Yeah.
We didn't realize. We're like, that was a very early, very rookie mistake on our part. Like, this is neat. Like, oh, the wheels are broken off, and like, no dummies. This one didn't come with wheels, but we have learned much since then, and we have a couple.
I like that popcorn cat.
I know, I love
I think
those.
he's neat. You don't see him too much.
It's a cute little treat bucket.
He was cool. And the little Santas.
Turkey. This is really cool.
I know.
I don't know I don't think it's vintage though. I mean, it's got a barcode on it, so that right there. It's not going to be that old, but it's got great artwork, and
Yeah,
it's
it
really
does.
cool.
That's the thing. There was no date on it. I know there's a snowman can that I seen recently that I was like crying that somebody had gotten in front of me because I fell in love with the artwork on it. And it, you wouldn't think it'd be something I'd even want, like a vintage, like I don't know if it's antifreeze or something. It's
I think it's probably dangerous to own, but it had
but
great
the
artwork.
artwork on it was just screaming to me, and I'm like, I've got to track one of these down.
I know you were like chomping at the bit to try to see it.
I
And the
know.
lady behind the counter was like, "Are you okay, sir?" Like,
I know.
you're like, "I just want to see it." It's like speaking to me.
Has that episode aired yet?
Yeah.
That I'm talking
No,
about?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if it hasn't,
You
coming
may,
soon.
if you haven't seen what I'm talking about, you will eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there's some really neat little ornaments all over this tree.
Aluminum trees always look like they're empty, though. They always look like, no matter if you put 30 ornaments on it, it just looks like there's 3.
Yeah, they definitely didn't do much in the way of trying to really fill out the trees, but you know what? They're really cool, and I really hope we find a pink one day.
Yeah. Here's some Kiss stuff. Not vintage Kiss stuff. Well, I don't know if it's vintage now. Maybe it is. I
It's
mean,
like right on that line.
I know
of-
some of you guys have different opinions on what's vintage and what's not vintage. You can put it down there in the comment box. Let's look at the Omnibot.
Yes.
That Omnibot would have been for the super rich kid. That's the full-size one. And so you had to be one of the rich kids to have one of those. That's probably I don't even know how much that is now, but a cool piece nonetheless. Of course, you saw the Ideal Robot. That's cool. This guy's got a repro head. The Dipsy Doodle Bug. I love Mark's toys. I love old tin wind-up stuff. It's great. There's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of reproductions. So you can't get reproductions of most of the stuff, but I don't know. I love the original. It's got to be original artifact type stuff. I like when things survive like that. The old school stuff. There you go. Back at Frank's stand again.
Yep, we're up here just checking out some of the other stuff. The store's definitely filling out. It was busy the entire day.
I'm following the big dog.
So this is my diecast wall. And this is my Hot Wheels wall. Shit falling off. Where do I? So this is all my Hot Wheels. This is miscellaneous Tonka trucks. And then that room right behind you is all me. So this whole room is me in here. Can't get around right now, but just
Nice.
loaded up.
Nice.
So
So come down here to Shoreline and buy some stuff from Big Dog.
Big Dog's Toy Chest on YouTube. Check me out.
Now, of course, you know our buddy Jim Warren from Famous Monsters and all kinds of iconic magazines. But this is something I wasn't really aware of. These freak out magazines that he did.
Yeah, they have some of the craziest headlines I've ever seen, like, see why the Bee Gees mean bad guys.
Yeah, well, it's weird to think of the Bee Gees as being bad guys, but I suppose you never know.
All that satin and floofy hair.
Yep, them funky fresh medallions. Here's a great Kiss cover right there. I mean, look at that. How cool
Yeah.
is that? Nothing cooler than 77 era Kiss.
Mm.
That's my favorite era of Kiss right there. The Alive 2 era is just like, that's it.
Yeah, they definitely peaked there.
Yeah, doesn't get any cooler than that. Here's a Boba Fett costume.
Oh.
Yeah. Normally, it's probably not something a lot of kids wanted to be.
Yeah, because you probably want to be Vader or Yoda or Luke.
Yeah.
Han Solo.
I want to believe David Lee Roth recorded his vocals that way.
I know.
I want to believe that's what he did right there.
Looks painful, but probably.
Oh, it looks cool as hell. I mean, there's no way he recorded his vocal tracks like that, but how cool.
No.
Like, just to think that that's what he did.
All right.
All right, so I think we're done in Shoreline now.
Come on. How are you playing? How are you? She's been like zooming through these, having like the best time
All right, so as expected, great time here at Shoreline Vintage and Antiques here in Richland, New Jersey. This is a fantastic antique store to go to. It's basically like a giant vintage toy store. So you can go in there and find great vintage toys. And if you see Frank, tell him Dr. Red Dracula sent you. But we found some cool drac deals here. Even though it's a Christmas event, we did find some cool stuff. Check it out. 2 classic Halloween blow molds. 1 Mego Bend and Flex Batgirl, excellent condition, and of course a tiny little Santa. So that's it. They do this Christmas one once a year, so come down to the next one next year and get Christmas. Now this was a first-time shop, and right off the bat I was sticker shocked by the prices of these records. $80, $90 for Zeppelin albums is insane. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect going in here. If this was going to be one of those antique stores where you're like, oh my God, where do they come up with these prices? Or if you could actually find some pretty good drac deals. And I was able to do that. So stay tuned because there's some pretty cool stuff in here. The thing you got to remember with co-op malls is that you can never judge a book by its cover. Some vendors are going to have crazy prices and some are going to have deals. So it's always worth checking out all the different stuff and finding cool things like this old school TV that would have been an amazing thing to have back in the day. It would have blown people's minds. But, like we usually talk about, technology is crazy now. So it's not that fascinating anymore. But that toy shop truck, that's cool. My dad used to subscribe to Toy Shop, and I used to see all kinds of amazing toys in the back of that magazine. So cool to see the truck. Some neat stuff here. Oh, I seen him in the back. I seen him in the back on the shirt. See him?
Oh.
Went too quick.
It's too quick. Gotta be quicker than that.
Look at that Scott Baio puzzle.
And here's your dad again, airbrushed on the back of a Ford.
Shaggin' wagon.
Yeah.
Some old school games.
That's cool.
Yeah, Barbie's Keys to Fame. I haven't seen that one. I've seen the Barbie game a bunch of times, but not that one. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is cool.
And here's the thing, poking around, checking out some of the Christmas stuff. Creepy clowns. I don't like clowns.
No. And then you come up here, and there's a whole other world with a million more vendors.
Yeah, actually, the upstairs of this store, I was more into the stuff upstairs than downstairs. So I'm glad I actually saw the stairs because the upstairs had some really cool things. That's neat, the Space Squadron game.
I know, the artwork's great.
I love this, the old flying saucer stuff. That's great. And it's still in the package. The packaging's everything with that stuff. There's me and my brother, Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Which one are you?
Me? Bam Bam. My brother's Pebbles. I know they're not brother and sister. Before they even comment, I know this. It was a joke. Cookie Monster.
Wonder Bread.
Yeah, that's cool. I like things like that. Like how did that survive all those years? An original Wonder Bread wrapper.
Couponing.
Like that, That's right. Couponing. Very
So,
good.
90% of old packaging exists.
You know, if it
Hoarders
wasn't
and
if
couponers.
it wasn't for hoarders and couponers, that doll reminds me of that one from Florida, the haunted doll.
Oh yeah, Charles the doll.
Is that his
Is
name?
Charles?
I don't know what his name is.
Robert the doll.
Robert
That's
the doll.
what it is.
He
It's based
reminded
off
me
of
of that.
Chuck. Chucky was based off of Robert. That's what's messing me
Yeah,
up.
that one reminded me of that big time.
He did. He looked like a mini Robert. Oh,
That is in fact a Drac deal.
that's awesome.
Now this Batmobile was 20% off, so at that point, couldn't leave it. An Aurora Batmobile, all the pieces, instruction sheet still in the box. Nah.
And a Burger King yo-yo.
20% off, gotta get it. Tom Jones.
Yep.
Yeah, that Burger King yo-yo was pretty neat. I don't know.
This is cool. I didn't know that this issue came out. And it's cool because it's Universal, Hammer, and AIP all in one cover.
Right? They covered all bases. Anytime they cover Teenage Werewolf, even though his jacket was not green, what color was his jacket? Let me know in the comment box below. I hope you would know this.
It was gray.
If you're watching
Loophole.
this channel, I hope you guys know.
But well, this is a werewolf with a paisley shirt and a nice little wristwatch.
I know, and he has a belt on.
Yeah,
I like that he's wearing a belt.
It's like leisure 70s Wolfman.
All of these are 70s. That's a
Yeah.
70s Dracula, all 70s stuff. I don't know about that Santa, but that's the Halloween stuff was definitely all 70s.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging the paisley wolf.
Paisley Wolf.
It's definitely the craziest Wolfman cutout I've ever seen.
He's cool.
I know, I like little plastic holiday trinkets.
I don't know why he was furry on his butt. That was kind of interesting.
The
but...
butt with the fur.
Yeah. Got the...
This, though, I love this. This has some of my absolute favorite songs in it, too.
Yeah, this is a killer jukebox.
I was like looking at it. I was like, oh, I
know.
think I need this.
All your artists are in there. Everybody you
know.
like is in there.
You've got, down here is where you got Sam Cooke and the Temptations right next to each other.
Yep.
It's like they know me.
This jukebox was made for you.
You've got Lou Monte, but
Oh, no.
not Dominic.
Don't do it.
Travesty.
Don't do it.
Got the Drifters. You got more Sam Cooke. I love this jukebox. More Temptations.
Yeah, and it's all the great songs, too.
Yeah.
Frankie Lyman's in there.
Like somebody with really good taste curated that.
Here was a destroyed rock
It's
and roll
ironic that it
record.
isn't Destroyer.
Yeah. This record had been eaten or
Yeah.
a shark bit it. Or
Like, why is this still
don't-
here? It's not like it's a Beatles Butcher cover
I don't
where it's
know.
just worth keeping in any condition.
I can't explain that. And that rock and roll over record was $25.
Oh,
I don't know.
dude, even in nice condition,
I
that's
don't
pushing
know.
it.
I don't know.
Ay, these are really
I thought
cool.
maybe the sticker was in it or something, but no.
I know, that's why I was like, he must be looking for the sticker.
Yeah, nothing in there. This is cool.
Or at
You
least a
don't normally-
$25 check.
You don't normally see the 25 million miles to Earth. It's
Yeah.
Pretty cool. There's a Carolyn Monroe movie.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And this was a cool Drac deal.
Yes. That is one of my favorite films of all time.
'Cause it's one of the best
absolutely love I Was a Teenage Werewolf. I was at the card show, the Philly card show, and this guy, I think it's in the episode, this guy was like, oh, that movie's dumb or whatever. I'm like, bro, I'm going to take
Yeah,
you
you were ready
outside.
to throw down with that guy.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it
This
is.
Batmobile is amazing. How cool is that piece right there? That is
know.
awesome.
I wonder if it still works.
That is just awesome. I loved that thing.
Buy it and put Snackula in it.
Oh, it's amazing. What a cool piece that is. This was awesome too.
Yeah, this is really
This,
cool
if this had been
advertising.
in a little bit better condition, I probably would have got this. I was in love with the snowman. I love it. I love stuff like this, you know. But there was a lot of cracks in it. I'm like, you know what? That thing's not even going to survive the car ride home. So
And that's the thing with vacuum form stuff. Like, it's always cool artwork, but it crumbles so easily.
yeah, it's so brittle, but it's so awesome.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. The old tin war stuff.
Yeah, tin toys are really... I've become more fascinated and appreciative of them, even if it's not necessarily of something I collect. I think it's neat.
Nude beer.
I don't
I have no idea what that was.
get a twist-off cap, though. Don't know what that has to do with anything. Yeah, how did that, like, who... I don't even know.
I don't know.
So many questions.
That was a lunchbox I haven't seen too often, that Fireball one. That was not one you see very often. Didn't have the thermos in it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that would have been a really good deal if it had the thermos too.
Some reels in there?
Yeah, Putty the pup.
That's cute.
Never heard of him, but very cool. Love the
Yeah.
box on that. I always look for reels. I always look to see, for
You're dead.
no.
He was there.
Not for that. Yeah, he was there. But to see what's written on them, looking for old amusement park stuff or that kind of thing on reels. So it's always worth checking. That was sad he was broken.
Oh, I know, it's a cool bank.
Well, the fact that he's still in the shrink wrap like that was pretty awesome, but he's broken.
Yeah, he's got a good face too. Sometimes you get Santas with weird faces.
Here's a Farrah pillow. I'm surprised I even touched this thing. That was probably dumb on my part. I probably should not.
I really hoped you used sanitizer when
because
you got back
some
in the car.
70s boys enjoyed sleeping
and
with
you
that
kept
pillow.
touching it too, like, oh, this is neat.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I didn't think about it till right
The
now.
reason it's still there.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god.
It's a cool Hulk lunchbox.
King Kong. That was a cool one too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of neat stuff in here.
Yeah, very eclectic. I was in the car during this one because somebody had to stay with Snackula.
Yeah.
But it was cool to, kind of check the stuff out as I was editing it. And there really is a weird, like, what is this even? Like, that's crazy.
Those are the old, I can't think of the word for them now. Whatever.
They were neat, though.
Yeah.
They were definitely neat.
They're for like the old phonographs.
Okay.
But I can't think of the word for them.
Good to see Creature.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
great
that's
figure.
a newer one. It is a great
It's
figure.
just a great figure. It's just a neat piece. Cool to see. Different variety of stuff.
Some more lunch boxes. The Peanuts one. And
This one I had never seen before. That Rough Rider.
Rider.
Never seen that one before.
I love this artwork.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Like,
it's great.
I haven't collected any bubbling lights, but
The box.
yeah.
It's the box that sells these things to me. The shiny,
box
bright
always
box
gets
is
ya.
cool. And there's those Kiss tickets we were supposed to get at the last Kiss show we went to, but we were too dumb to realize
They
we
were
were
like, what's
supposed to get
everyone
them."
doing? Getting those. That's what they were doing.
Yeah, we messed up there. I've never tried Moxie soda.
Cookie time with Mama. All right. You can have cookie. Calm down, Skippy. So impatient. Ooh. How's it smell? Smell good? First, let's look at how cute this is. It's a really nice cookie. And then... Are you serious? Why do you do this? Why do you always do this?
I'm not interested.
Bro, this is some gourmet cookie. You'll bite that.
Hold up.
Right? Are you serious right now? Now you get nothing.
You don't want it.
You can have a Santa snack.